The bond of friendship. In a town as beautiful as a child's imagination, there lived a girl named Elma. Brave like all other protagonists of adventure stories, she possessed an inborn lust and curiosity for the excitement of life. The day was like any other. Warm evening sunlight filtered through the busy streets when Elma suddenly came upon a stray orange cat in the middle of the lane. Believing the cat surely had been starving for days, feelings of sympathy overwhelmed her. She quickly ran home to get some food and carefully placed it in front of the feline. As she watched the cat eating happily, she gently stroked its furry head. The cat, while enjoying the meal, purred and nuzzled against her affectionately. The cat's gift. This cat was no ordinary feline. It had consciousness and the amazing ability to speak. As time passed, Elma was captivated by the creature, who turned out to be an ancient animal with a magical history. A natural friendship blossomed between them. The cat shared tales of its wanderings, painting vivid pictures of the wondrous sights it had seen. Occasionally, it bestowed upon Elma small gifts, each imbued with sincere and heartfelt intentions. The cat's story. One night, the cat came to Elma's room and started to tell her a new tale, one about the secrets of a magical island. In this place far, far away, a poor young dragon was imprisoned by a group of cunning and conniving creatures. It was forced into slavery and completely deprived of its ability to fly. The old cat described how the dragon longed to be free, but was burdened to toil in the daytime and was utterly exhausted at night. A pitiful existence indeed. Upon hearing the story, bravery ignited in Elma's eyes. She knew what she had to do. Preparations for departure. Elma, the girl with an affinity for adventure, swiftly made the decision to abandon the comforts of ordinary life and quest to liberate the unfortunate dragon. She geared up and initiated preparations for confronting the unknown. She gathered a selection tools she deemed potentially useful. Among them were chewy bubblegum, a clear and resonant whistle capable of summoning aid in times of crisis, fresh carrots to sustain her on the journey, and a well-worn map earring in so numerous years, intended to guide her along the unexplored path. Farewell at the dock. Elma's plan remained a closely guarded secret, known only to herself. If anyone were to unearth it, objections would arise and attempts to thwart her mission might ensue. On an early morning, when the first light of dawn just grazed the sky and the birds still slept, Elma discreetly departed from her home, initiating the perilous journey to rescue the dragon. Upon arriving at the port of a seaside town, observed by the wise orange cat, she boarded a seafaring vessel and set off on her journey. Crossing the river. After traversing mountains and rivers, Elma finally arrived at Tangerina, the port of the archipelago. However, the island remained elusive as the river was watched by cunning monkeys. Undeterred, Elma chose to exploit the cover of night to discreetly cross the river on a makeshift raft. Despite the risk of startling the primates, Elma knew that she could get the job done. She paddled cautiously, skillfully avoiding any disturbances that might betray her presence. In the end, Elma adeptly evaded the watchful eyes of the monkeys along the river, successfully reaching the coveted Wild Island. Wild Island. Elma, at last, arrived at the seldom explored exotic realm of Wild Island. Its aura was shrouded in unpredictability, with every nook concealing a potential unknown peril. Yet, just like the magic depicted in childhood fairy tales, this island teemed with life from another world. Bathed in sunlight, a diverse array of plants competed for growth on the florist flora, weaving a mesmerizing mosaic of beauty across the island. Insects and wildlife carved out their niches, assuming the roles of protagonists in their serene existence. All elements converged to craft a matchless ecological paradise, casting a magical spell on Elma's adventure. A cave full of treasures. In pursuit of the dragon, Elma inadvertently stumbled into a cave. The denizen of this subterranean abode was a lion with a lust for wealth, his lair filled with piles of treasure. Suddenly, two squirrels snuck into the cave, trying to pilfer some of the riches. Their audacity is matched only by their extreme caution. Concern etched on their tiny faces, vigilant against the arrival of the lion. The lion, who loves carrots. Just then, the cavern echoed with the roar of the lion. The squirrels darted away, leaving the lion's gaze fixed on Elma. Misinterpreting her presence as a threat to its hoard, the lion approached, contemplating Elma as a light snack. A sudden recollection of the cat's wisdom flashed in Elma's mind. Lions love carrots. Seizing the moment, she hurled a carrot outside the cave. Distracted, the lion dashed out in pursuit. Elma then nimbly escaped from the cavern, avoiding the clutches of the lion. Crisis. Pressing on in her quest to find the dragon, Elma inadvertently encroached on the domain of another group of animals. The creatures formed a tight circle around her, their intent unclear, but giving off an air of ill intent. Elma urgently needed a plan for escape. Rummaging through the contents of her pocket, Elma found the bubble brum. With a deft hand, she gave pieces of gum to each of the encircling animals and then proceeded to demonstrate with unwavering patience the art of blowing bubbles. Candy. The animals, though initially scary in their presence, found themselves captivated by the whimsical display of vibrant pink and squishy bubbles. In a collective effort, they all tried to mimic Elma's technique. This quick thinking effectively diverted the attention of the beasts. Seizing the moment, Elma deftly slipped away from the encircling creatures, resuming her quest for the little dragon. Rescuing the dragon. Facing one challenge after another, Elma at last uncovered the location of the captive dragon. Encircled by vigilant guardians, the dragon appeared weak, its body frail and its eyes holding a profound sense of helplessness, painting a grim picture. Confronted with this somber sight, Elma urgently needed to devise a cunning strategy. Her mission? Release the dragon and give it back its freedom. Rescue. Elma resolved to harness the full potential of her surroundings and resources. Summoning her courage, she retrieved her flashlight and skillfully cast the shadow of a tiger doll onto a nearby wall, covering the wall with the illusion of ferocity. Then, she took a whistle from her pocket, making terrifying sounds that heightened the sense of danger. Confronted by the sudden shadow and jarring noises, the guardians of the dragon balked and fled. Regaining vitality. At first, the dragon didn't seem too happy, but Elma was committed to bringing it back to its former self. She carefully wielded a cleaning brush, ridding the dragon's body of dirt and grime, and also fed it carrots, hoping to bring some energy back into its weary form. As the dragon slowly regained strength, a radiant transformation unfolded before Elma's eyes, uplifting her spirits tremendously. Journey home. Having exhausted every effort to rejuvenate the dragon's spirit and strength, the next challenge loomed. Finding a secure means of departing the island, safe, sound, and in one piece. With precision, Elma ascended the dragon's back, clutching the weathered map tightly in her hand. Gesturing towards the direction she hoped home was, She spurred the dragon to flight and soared toward safety. Farewell. Nightfall covered the town. Stars smattered the sky, and moonlight bathed the streets in a misty hue. Beneath the skyline, the dragon brought Elma back to the embrace of her cozy home. These companions, bound by the shared joy of a long journey, find themselves at the bittersweet crossroads of farewell. Despite the heartbreak of their goodbye, the grandeur of their adventures will live on forever.
True friendship is built on kindness, courage, and selfless acts. When we follow our hearts with compassion and bravery, we can overcome any challenge and make the world a better place.